We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's good.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mayfield with it once more. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Bengals 32-yard line.
Play action now, here's Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And now it's Burrow being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Burrow going to keep this one. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Bengals.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. A second down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. First down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Look up.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 3rd and 1, Burrow got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
It's on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? Check 13. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check this gun.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And correct
me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, Phillips. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Now it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Burrow able to find Sample. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Fielded near the back of the end zone. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzling me a little bit.
He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
They go with Chubb on second down. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.